rebounder. Hunter Dickinson did not have a double-double, 11 points, 9 rebounds. He was one of 4 Jayhawks in double figures. Zeke Mayo led the way with 18 points. He was perfect in the first half. Second half only went 1 of 4 from the field. 13 points from KJ Adams, and off the bench, 15 points for AJ Storr. Arkansas defeats Kansas 79-72. They advance to play the winner of Omaha and St. John. And Omaha has an early 2-0 lead, just a minute in to the first half of the game going on right now on the floor in front of us in Providence. An upset brewing, though. This upset brewing out of Wichita. 11-seeded Drake, 6-seeded Missouri, 59-55. Drake has the lead with 90 seconds left to play. Drake 30-3 on the year. They were a lot of people's favorite picks to pull off an upset in the first round, and they could be doing just that. Missouri could be falling. Now remember, that Wichita sub-region is on the other side of this Providence sub-regional when you get to San Francisco. So should Arkansas advance to the Sweet 16, they'd be playing the winner of that sub-regional. The winner of Drake, Missouri, takes on UNC Wilmington and Texas Tech, still to come on that floor. The only other game left to tip off is UC San Diego and Michigan. That's the 5-12 matchup out in Denver. Game going on right now in the Midwest region. 7-seed UCLA, 10-seed Utah State. The Bruins have a 30-25 lead. Everything else is a final. The most notable upset comes from McNeese in Providence, just in front of our game. The 12-seed McNeese Cowboys ahead of the 5th-seeded Clemson Tigers, 69-67. Clemson only had 13 points in the first half in this game. And perhaps in the craziest twist of fate, Will Wade, the former LSU head coach, now is the coach of McNeese. Before the tournament started for his team, it came out reportedly he is going to be the new coach of NC State. So he knocks out his alma mater, Clemson, and then will be joining the conference where he will be playing more of his alma mater, if reports are to be true, and Will Wade to be the new NC State men's basketball head coach. But McNeese does advance, and they take on Purdue, who survived a bit of an upset scare. High Point was looking to get the better of them out of the Big South, but Purdue was able to survive. That was your action in Providence. The rest of the games are pretty chalky, all things considered. 4-seed Texas A&M beat 13-seed Yale, 80-71 in the South. 2-seed Tennessee beat 15-seed Watford, 77-62 in the Midwest. The opening game of the tournament was entertaining and technically an upset. 9th-seed Creighton beating 8-seed Louisville, 89-75 in this South region. 3rd-seed Wisconsin beats 14-seed Montana, 85-66. Number 1 Auburn handles business against 16-seed Alabama State. Hey, the Hornets, they had everyone's hearts after the first 4 with their crazy last-second play, but Auburn beats them 83-63 in that in-state showdown. Another number 1 seed advancing, Houston beats SIU Edwardsville 78-40. The 8th-seed Gonzaga beats the 9th-seed Georgia in a battle of the Bulldogs in the Midwest region. This was no contest. Gonzaga was up 21 at the half. They win by 21, 89-68. And BYU beats VCU in the East region, 80-71. Tomorrow, there's 7 SEC teams in action starting up early, 11:15 in the morning. Mississippi State takes on Baylor from Raleigh. Then at 11:40, a 2:15 matchup with Alabama and Robert Morris out in Cleveland. Later on in the afternoon, estimated 2:15 tip for 10th-seeded Vandy and 7th-seeded St. Mary's in the East. That one's out of Cleveland. In Milwaukee, the 6th-seed Ole Miss gets upstart 11th-seed North Carolina. A lot of people thought Tar Heels shouldn't have been in the tournament, and they were trying to silence a lot of doubters. They walloped San Diego State in Dayton just a couple of days ago. Into the evening, 5:50, Florida at Norfolk State from Raleigh. Kentucky and Troy at a 3:14 from Milwaukee. And then you close out the SEC's day at an 8:25 estimated tip out in Raleigh again. And the 8th-seed UConn and the 9th-seed Oklahoma Sooners in the West region that Arkansas finds themselves in. So that's on the top half of the bottom left quadrant of the bracket if you're looking at it and trying to check your brackets as games go in, go final. We tried to stall a lot of time. Drake is still leading 61-55 over Missouri, but they've gotten to reviews, they've gotten to free throws. There's a minute and 8 left to go. We're going to have to sign it off. So right now, Drake leading Missouri by 6, likely to pull off the upset, but still time left in that one. We do have to sign things off. Our next broadcast will be Saturday. We do not know the exact time. That is going to come either late into the night tonight or overnight into early Friday morning. But we will get tip times at that point and then back it up roughly 30 to 45 minutes to the closest top or bottom of the hour, and that's will be on the air. Stay tuned to the Arkansas Razorback social media team and all your other email communications for tip-off times and where to receive the broadcast. But it's all good news tonight from Providence. Arkansas defeats Kansas 79-72, pulling off the 10-7 upset and awaiting the winner of St. John's and Omaha. For Chuck Barrett and Matt Zimmerman out at the Amica Mutual Pavilion, Zach DeBose are here in the Learfield Network studios. Go Hogs. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, Arkansas. One more time, your final score. Hogs 79, Jayhawks 72. More basketball to play on Saturday. We'll see you then on the Razorback Sports Network from Learfield.
On the Razorback Sports Network from Learfield, you've been listening to the Sonic Postgame Show. Sonic has proudly sponsored Razorback Athletics for over 25 years. Live free. Eat Sonic. University of Arkansas basketball has also been sponsored by your Arkansas Ford dealers. Test drive the Ford F-150, official truck of the Razorbacks, at a dealer near you. First Security Bank. It's banking with people you know and people you know you can count on. First Security. Bank better. Coca-Cola, proud to be the official soft drink sponsor of the Razorbacks. Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield, trusted by Arkansans for more than 75 years for reliable, affordable health insurance. Take good care, Arkansas. By UAMS Health, the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for the Razorbacks. Visit Hot Springs. Time for a road trip to Hot Springs, Arkansas. Learn more at hotsprings.org. By Shelter Insurance. For award-winning service, find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. West Rock Coffee. Produced right here in Arkansas, West Rock is proud to be the official coffee sponsor of the Razorbacks. By Oaklawn Hot Springs, Arkansas's only casino resort. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Please drink responsibly. By Summit Utilities, delivering natural gas to Razorback fans all across Arkansas. Arkansas Heart Hospital, dedicated to your heart. Ballpark, proud to be the official hot dog of the Razorbacks. By Zips Car Wash, proud sponsor of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Harps, quality foods, hometown fresh. It's that simple at Harps. The Arkansas Department of Health. Quit tobacco. We can help. By SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of Razorback Athletics. Edward Jones. Find a financial advisor near you at edwardjones.com. By Roller Funeral Homes. For 3 generations, the Razorback Nation has trusted the Roller family to serve yours with all our respect. Kubota. For Earth. For Life. Highland Dairy. Locally made. Naturally delicious. By your local Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. The University of Arkansas Online, offering flexible degree programs. Apply now at online.uark.edu. By Qual Choice Health Insurance, the quality choice for health insurance. Keep it simple with Qual Choice. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, reliable, affordable, responsible power. By Baptist Health, Arkansas's largest and most comprehensive health system. Greenway Equipment, for equipment that works as hard as you do. Regions Bank. Regions, the official bank of the SEC. And by Modelo Especial, brewed for full-time Razorback fans. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation of the Razorback Sports Network.
You're listening to Hog Reaction. We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA Tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team.
College basketball, CBS Sports. This is March Madness.
Hog Reaction is also presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Brazil down the lane with a one-hand jam. That was the dunk of the year.
Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
We're underdogs. We were playing games where we're 14-point dogs, and we had to go win, and we did.
We're preparing as much as possible because we know it's not going to be easy.
This is Hog Reaction.
Man, that was epic to take in person. Unbelievable finish for the Arkansas Razorbacks tonight. Hey, we welcome you into Hog Reaction. Myself, Big C, Matt Jones along as well. And, guys, we'll start with you two. Matt, you can go first. What do you see tonight in the Hogs' victory?
Hey, man, good. Happy to be here with you fellas this evening. What a win. That intensity, the way we competed, the way we shot the ball in the first half, 3 straight stops at the 2-minute mark going into the second half when you needed them most. Nelly turns the ball over on a big-time possession. What's he do on the very next time down? Gets a steal. I mean, just a heady play. What a group effort. Everybody was needed. Can't say enough good things about the Hogs.
Yeah, Nelly Davis was fantastic. Knocked down those free throws after that steal, Matt. Hit that big three, I think, with about a minute 30, minute 45 to go. Make big plays for the team. I think, I don't know if I'm the first one to give him this nickname, but Nelly Ice seems to fit when it comes to Nelly Davis. Big C, what do you think, man? What did you think about not just Nelly Davis, but the rest of the team tonight?
Man, the first half, it was a track meet, both teams getting up and down the court. It looked like the first team to 90 was going to win this game, and really it was a great first half for everybody on the team. Even Boogie made some plays, and in the second half, it was pretty much the opposite. You know, the zone obviously gave Arkansas some trouble, but like Matt just said, when they needed to make a stop on defense, they did, and that led to offense. And, when it got into crunch time, when it looked like Kansas may pull this one out, they just made a great play on defense and really they won a game where, it almost got away from them, really.
Yeah. If you want to call or text us tonight, do so here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. I know there's going to be a lot of reaction following Arkansas's victory. Game going on right now between Omaha and St. John's to see who your next team would be. Christian, I know you were monitoring, was it the Missouri and Drake game that you were keeping an eye on?
Yep.
Here in studio?
And
what's going on?
Last I saw, Missouri was down 8 with like less than a minute, and I don't see it on the TV anymore. I think Missouri lost.
Drake win by 10, so that's another SEC team goes down. That Tennessee did advance over Wofford later on today. A&M beat Yale. Auburn handled Alabama State. Those are some of the SEC teams in action. Again, Texas did not win last night against Xavier. It's been reported that Rodney Terry is not coming back to the University of Texas and whatnot. So, Matt, I wonder, and I know that when you were here, a little different from a basketball standpoint, but I was talking to Billy Richmond about this after the game in the locker room, and I just asked, so what do you guys do now? Do you stay here and watch the games? Do you take it? And so they'll go back, I guess, and go back to their hotel. I think they're staying in the Omni here in Providence. And what's that like preparing for an opponent so quickly here on Saturday? We don't know a time yet, but it's a quick turnaround, Matt.
Yeah, we don't know the time. That's for sure. These kids are used to playing AAU ball. Ty, I don't know how much basketball you played in your life, or Christian, you either. But at a younger age, you play games. You might even play 2 or 3 games in the same day. Then of course you're going to play games in back-to-back days. So they get a whole day off. I mean, you look at what Wagner did. Wagner could have played another 20 minutes. You talk about Jonas Adu and just his growth, or a surgeon, whatever you want. I mean, you think of him 2 months ago, and how he's playing right now, it's just night and day. Billy Richmond, Carter Knox both did some freshman things out there tonight, but they didn't mess anything up, that's for sure. I was so proud of how Wagner played, his aggressiveness. I mean, I wrote down like 2 different times, we're smiling, we're having fun. We look like we wanted it more. I mean, there was a couple, they did go in a zone, and we get a little happy. We got stagnant, and I like what they said is, hey, go ahead and run your man offense. At least if you run your man offense in zone when they kind of throw you off guard. Kansas had only played 7 zone possessions of defense all year. That's what the announcer said, so it must be true, right? But run your man offense. Don't get so stagnant and settle for threes. That's when they kind of made the run. And then Homie popped his Achilles, and that was, I guess this was our Brad Pitt game, because when he popped his Achilles, that was all the momentum they had, and we kind of took over from there.
Yeah, and that's been a staple of John Calipari at times, is when teams zone his offenses. And this isn't just a John Calipari staple. Sometimes certain offenses just don't work. And Arkansas, like you said, Matt, got stagnant. There was a lot of three-point attempts. There was less driving. They tried to work the ball into Jonas Ado a few times, and he would get doubled and lose the ball or whatnot. That being said, I thought Trevin Brazil in that stretch, and I asked him after the game. He was huge. Got a couple putbacks, a couple rebounds, and really kept him in the game, because if he wasn't in there, they wouldn't have scored.
These are in my notes. So he got a block on one end, offensive rebound, dunk the very next time down the floor. The very next time down the floor for Arkansas, gets an offensive rebound, puts it in. Very next time, 3 times in a row, Trevin Brazil gets an extra possession of offense for Arkansas, and we were able to do something with it. You're right, Ty. What a game by Brazil.
Yeah, and it wasn't just Trevor Brazil, Matt. I know you brought up Jonas Adu as well. Christian, he just has been a different player in these last, 5 or 6 games. I mean, he had one of the best outings he's had, and debatably as an Arkansas Razorback tonight, ends up 10 of 19, 22 points, throws in 5 rebounds along with that. Big C, he was just all over the place tonight.
Man, before the season, I knew when we got him, he had the ability to be like a game changer, impacting it on defense and offense. And I knew if he would show that consistently, this Arkansas team could potentially be a Final Four team. But not accounting all the injuries and stuff, now he's finally starting to play well. And I got to admit, I didn't expect a 22-point game out of him very often this year. I think it was only his second time he actually broke 20 this year. But just the way he's scoring, going inside, creating shots, playing well on defense. I mean, he's almost one of the guys you're like, hey, let's get it to him and let him go to work. And then if he doesn't get a good look, then you try something else. He's been that good late in the season.
With this post-game coverage would not be possible without the Stadium Shop on Razorback. Robert, Elizabeth, Matthew, and their entire team can help you out with everything you need Razorback related. As I kind of walked around here at Amica Mutual Pavilion, there are a lot of Razorback fans here. I recognize some of the gear that Robert, Elizabeth, and Matt have at the Stadium Shop. It's the largest selection of Razorback merchandise south of the North Pole. It does not get any more Razorback than the Stadium Shop. And also brought to you by our friends at the Crane Automotive team. You can check out all of their inventory, both new and pre-owned, online at craneteam.com. That's craneteam.com. When we come back, we're going to hear from Arkansas head coach John Calipari, more from former Razorback basketball player Matt Jones, Big C and me, Ty Richardson. We come back after this.
You're listening to Hog Reaction. We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA Tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive team. Hog Reaction is also presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Your home is your biggest asset. So when you decide to add a sunroom, a patio cover, a new driveway, or new windows, you need to call a company you can trust. Sawyers has been part of your community for over 30 years. They're insured, licensed, and have 100% financing for all of their products. Take all the worry out of your next project. Call Sawyers and let them handle it from permitting to completion. Sawyers, serving the River Valley and Northwest Arkansas with a full showroom located in Fort Smith or online at sawyers-sunrooms.com.
Are you ready to build your dream home? Buffington Homes builds more than houses. We build a lifestyle you'll love. Specializing in affordable luxury homes, we offer beautiful communities in the best locations of Northwest Arkansas. Plus, you'll work hand in hand with our in-house designers to personalize every detail of your new home. From start to finish, our process is centered around helping you build a life you'll love. It's time to score the home of your dreams and love where you live. Visit BuffingtonHomesAR.com to get started.
Save up to $5,000 on select Buick Envisions at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The Buick Envision showcases inspired design with exclusive features in this 5-passenger SUV. Or drive the brand new Buick Envista, a stylish crossover, for as low as $399 per month. These are limited time offers. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith or online at harryrobinson.com.
Happy New Year from Sharp Equipment. Come on over to the new Sharp Equipment today and explore what all Sharp has to offer. From our latest offers and deals as a Wacker Newson dealer to customized hydraulic and industrial hoses, equipment repairs, and as a Cinnabogan authorized service provider, we're able to offer even more. Stop in to check out the new location at 5608 Wheeler Avenue in Fort Smith, or give us a call at 479-649-0500 to see how at Sharp Equipment we help you move more than just the world. We help you move forward. Sharp Equipment, your Wacker Newson dealer.
Hey, Ty Richardson for JamMart. JamMart is always trying to save you money, and that's why they partner with Valero. Hook up your checking account to the Valero Pay Plus app, and you'll get 10 cents off a gallon, plus other special deals on holidays and more. JamMart and Valero, passing on the savings to you. Now available at the 3 Fort Smith Valero JamMart locations. And stop by any of the 6 JamMart locations in the area. JamMart, the leading gas station and convenience store in the region.
Sometimes I'm in a hurry. Stay in the slow lane, buddy. That's when I use the Sodies app to order my favorites and pick up in their drive-thru. They even offer a 10% discount on your first app order. Experience different at Sodies Wine and Spirits off I-540 on Phoenix Avenue.
Every day is worth celebrating at Uncorked. Cocktails, wine, craft beer, bourbons, and unbelievably great food. Uncorked on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodies.
Hey, Ty Richardson, we're at Wheeler Power Sports in downtown Fort Smith. Ethan, you guys have a massive event coming up May 2nd and May the 3rd.
We will have the Kawasaki Good Times demo truck here for Kawasaki demo rides, games, and prizes. Rollin' Smoke Barbecue food truck will also be here, and on that Friday, Ruskin and Zach will report live from the event. That is the Steel Horse Rally weekend. See our Facebook page for all the details and updates.
That's Wheeler Power Sports, 901 North 11th Street in downtown Fort Smith, keeping the good times rolling since 1967.
Spring has arrived, bringing warmer days, road trips, and unpredictable spring showers. That's why it's the perfect time to visit Southern Tire Mart. From top-quality tires to expert service at competitive prices, we'll make sure your vehicle is ready for all your spring adventures. Visit our Fort Smith location at 9700 Highway 271 and let us prepare your ride for whatever the season brings. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling.
Hello, this is Sebastian County Assessor Zach Johnson here to remind you to assess your personal property by May 31st to avoid late penalty. You can do this in person at one of our 3 locations, over the phone, or online by going to www.countyservice.net. I would also like to remind any current homeowners or any individuals buying their homes on contract to contact our office and check your eligibility for the homestead tax credit. Contact us today and see if you qualify. The homestead tax credit can save you up to $500 off your tax bill.
This ad sponsored by the Sebastian County Assessor and paid for by Amendment 79.
Remodeling your bathroom? Don't let your imagination be limited by out-of-the-box shower doors or tub enclosures. Arkansas Glass and Mirror is your local source for all things glass, including plexiglass, mirrors, and shower doors since 1964. Arkansas Glass and Mirror has more selections, better prices, and the experience to help you build the shower of your dreams. They also have the only showroom in the area to help you create those dreams. Professional installation and professional service. Only at Arkansas Glass and Mirror, 1316 South Zero, Fort Smith, or online at arkansasglassandmirror.com.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Davis off a cut to the lane with a left hand foot off the glass. Tough bucket. Hogs by 4. 27 seconds to go.
Welcome back to Hog Reaction. We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA Tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team.
Richmond going to lob it for Adu, and he slams it home.
Call or text the program at 877-377-6963. Hog Reaction is also presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville. This is Hog Reaction.
Plenty of Stadium Shop gear being worn tonight here in the Amica Mutual Pavilion as the Hogs prevail 79-72 over the Kansas Jayhawks. We talked to our friend Cecil up first tonight. Cecil, you are on Hog Reaction. Go ahead, man.
Hog Delight, baby. Hog Delight.
Hog Delight. Let's go.
Man, I was, yeah, hey, when we went into this game, I was very confident that we was going to win, man. I mean, big time. And Las Vegas never loses. They wanted everybody to take them 4 points. I mean, yeah, they wanted to give the 4 points up. I'm sorry. But, yeah, we handled our business. And I was actually watching, and I'm headed back home. Had to pick my son up from work. Thank God he got a job. But anyway, I'm going to go back home and watch the rest of this Omaha game. Omaha looking pretty good, Ty. They're looking pretty good, man. They got, yeah, great. And I looked at the lineup. The lineup is similar to ours. You know, the height. You know, we do have a 7-footer, though. But other than that, they kind of, you know, and St. John's is about like we are, too, though, other than Big Z. But, you know, Coach Cal, he's coaching. He's a hell of a coach, and he's coaching the game. You know, if you feel like you don't fit in on in this rotation, you just sit and just be a part of the team. And Big Z is my favorite player still. You know, so he might come in. We might, you know, you just never know how it's gonna go. You just got to get in the car and ride. And man, we're going to San Francisco.
You're just going to
San
say it.
Francisco,
You're
Tom.
gonna put in ether in the you're gonna put it out
Man,
there.
we're
right
going
now.
to the Bay, baby.
I like the confidence.
Excuse me?
I like it.
Yeah,
appreciate
man,
it.
I'm excited. This is, hey, you win, you walk, you lose, you walk. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a blessed night.
All right, that is, again, Cecil in Fort Smith. Bringing Matt Jones back in the conversation via the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Matt, one of the things that you and I were texting about during the break, buddy, is Hunter. So we made such a big deal about Hunter Dickinson before this game. Matt, he finished 4 of 13 tonight. 4 of 13. Jonas Adu dominated the individual matchup between him and what is perceived to be one of the better front court players of college basketball.
Oh, man, you talk about shrinking up. That second half was one of the worst. He's an All-American. I think he was a third-team All-American this year. Yep. You expect more out of him. And Brazil's length and then a day Nine's surgence, it was just too much for him. But he was making some lazy passes early in the first half, and it kind of came back to bite him in the second half, just kind of like reading the flow of the offense and just kind of tossing it out there because he understands what's going on. And you saw Nelly Davis, you saw some of our guards kind of pick up on that. I think you got to give a big-time credit to our defensive coach because that really was like there was about a 4 or 5 minute stretch where Kansas couldn't do anything. It was a joy to watch our defense on him.
Yeah, really, Christian, if you watch the first half and you watch the second, it looked like two different teams. Arkansas and Kansas both just were shooting at a tremendous percentage in that first 20 minutes. And then when Kansas went zone and Arkansas clamped down a little bit, both teams struggled not just from three at times, but also just really anywhere on the court. Big C, that was for you.
You there,
buddy?
He might be doing something.
Okay. He's probably doing something. Again, if you want to call or text us, do so on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-3. All right, sorry about that. 877-377-6963. Let's go to Charlie, who's in Camden tonight. Charlie, you are on Hog Reaction. Go ahead, man.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Good, brother.
Big win right there. Look, give Kansas credit in the second half for, going to zone. Cal even talked about he expected, even though they only did it, as they talked about during the broadcast, 7 times this year or whatever it was, he expected it. And for whatever reason, we didn't do our best. We didn't do our best against it. But he did make a good point after the game. They're used to a dude being in the middle of the zone, and they don't have him right now, meaning Thiero. So they're going to have to figure that out. But I think, Matt, you made the point. The defense won the game for us the last 4 minutes of the game. I mean, I saw Boogie, even though he didn't necessarily, shoot well, the way he played the game, he had 3 steals. He was all over the place, hustling for loose balls. I mean, just his effort. I thought the things that he was doing, he played extremely well. And so I don't know what his plus minus was, Todd, but
and
which
player? Say that one more time. Which
Boogie.
player are you?
Boogie.
So
what was his plus minus?
Boogie tonight ended with a plus minus of where's he at? He was plus 6. That's pretty. I mean, plus 6 for the first game back.
I just thought when he was out there, and once he played more minutes than everybody thought, but I thought that's because Billy was really struggling there with the zone in the second half, and as a team they struggled. Look, here's the deal. If you just can't settle for threes against the zone and just sit there and pass the ball around the perimeter over and over again and play. They got to figure that out, and because they're about to get zoned a lot the rest of this tournament. It's happening. So they've got to figure that out, and it's hard to get the ball inside when you're getting zoned. Another thing that they can do is off makes or misses. They got to get this ball out and they got to go. Ain't no just standing around. So,
yeah.
But look, we won, we advanced. move on. Let's get ready for the next one because it's going to be a good one either way. Anyways, y'all have a good night.
All right, Charlie, appreciate it. Back to the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Brent's in Searcy. Brent, what's going on tonight, man?
What a night for the Razorbacks. What a night for the Razorbacks. And I'm going to tell you, when the game turned for the positive for the Razorbacks, when KJ Adams went out with Boogie missed the three, it went in and out, and then he came down and twisted his ankle.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, that's when the Razorbacks went on their run for 15-5 to close out the game.
Yeah,
Do y'all agree on
KJ
that?
Adams is a really good player. I mean, 13 points, 5 of 8 from the field. He's been around the block for a while. He was on that 2023 team that you ended up beating in Des Moines. But, yeah, he definitely, him not being out there, Kansas, they really wilted without him. Brent, you're exactly right.
And I just think this team is coming together. But if I were Bill Self, I'd be mad at myself for not getting Hunter Dickinson the ball enough. And Jonas did a great job against him. Jonas Adu is a man out there. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah. No, Jonas Adu has been, I mean, Matt, as we bring our buddy Matt Jones into the conversation, Matt, it sure seems like I'm talking more about Jonas Adu double-doubles after the game than I am him having a bad one. Sure seems like that, like 4 of the last 6 or 5 of the last 7, he's ended with quite a stat shuffer of a game, and he once again did that tonight.
Man, I texted one of my buddies and said that he's a top 4 center in all of college basketball right now. Like, if you're looking at the draft, like the way he's been the last about month of the season, he looks like a first-round pick. And then Brent was right. When that kid tore his Achilles, which I don't know if that's it kind of looked like what it was. He looked back like somebody had stepped on him or kicked him, and that's usually what that is when it's a non-contact injury. He was kind of their momentum. He was their energy. He was the guy that was matching Arkansas's intensity. And when he went out, that was it. I mean, it's like Arkansas finally had figured out that. And that's what happens. After about 3 minutes of playing that zone, you kind of figure it out. And so can you weather that 3-4 minutes? And that again goes back to Trevin Brazile getting 3 straight offensive rebounds on 3 straight possessions. We get a little lucky. Kansas's best player tonight gets hurt. And then we were able to make a couple plays down the stretch.
Yeah, no, the plays down the stretch, we brought up John L. Davis. We talked about that stretch during Trevin Brazile. I wouldn't say any of them had a flawless, perfect game, but when it mattered, they did make some plays. All right, we continue on Hog Reaction. Again, we are live here tonight from the arena that Arkansas was able to defeat the Kansas Jayhawks 79-72, the final here at the Amica Mutual Pavilion. When we come back, we take more of your calls, more of your text, and we continue on here on Hog Reaction, presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback and by the Crane Automotive Team.
You're listening to Hog Reaction. We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA Tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team. Hog Reaction is also presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Ready to explore beyond the beaten path? Discover the Range Rover lineup at Land Rover of Little Rock. Experience handcrafted luxury with the capability to take on any adventure. The elegant Range Rover offers unmatched performance and first-class luxury. The Range Rover is built for every journey. Visit Land Rover of Little Rock today and explore our incredible Range Rover selection. Plus, take advantage of our promotions and recently revamped service department. Visit us at 25 Colonel Glenn Plaza Drive or log on at LandRoverLittleRock.com.
Looking to protect yourself and your family this flu season? Law's Drug Store at 6802 Rogers Avenue offers the latest vaccines for adults and seniors in both COVID-19 and the flu. Law's Drug Store has friendly pharmacists ready to assist you with no appointment necessary. Call 452-6116. It's quick, it's easy, and in most cases, free with your insurance. Law's Drug Store, 6802 Rogers Avenue behind Outback Steakhouse. Open 6 days a week to care for you and your family.
Here's to you and yours from the friendly folks at In Good Spirits, your upscale liquor store in Fort Smith. At In Good Spirits, they've got what your taste buds are craving, including flavorful wines from around the world, scrumptious brandies and liqueurs, tempting whiskeys and beers, and fine cigars. Treat yourself to the best as you listen to the game. Check out In Good Spirits, 12100 Highway 71 South, across from Riley Farms in Fort Smith.
Are you an angler having trouble finding all the bait, tackle, and more for your fishing needs? Make a Wait Bait and Tackle, now located in Fort Smith next to Witts Marine on North 11th Street, is your place. Make a Wait Bait and Tackle also has the largest selection of plastics in the River Valley. Reactor Innovation, Bobby Garland, Zoom, Mega Bass, and more. Check out the Dial Rod and Reels. Make a Wait Bait and Tackle, 803 North 11th Street in Fort Smith, 479-926-9320. Also get your rod and reels repaired. Come see us next to Witts Marine at Make a Wait Bait and Tackle.
Hey, Ty Richardson, I'm with my friend Ethan Adamson. Ethan, I know you're a wizard here at First Financial Mortgage, but you do okay with the sticks as well.
Yeah, I've been playing golf since I was 5. I've been in the golf game for a long time.
Question is, what are you better at, golf or lending?
I have to say equally both. I've used golf in my career to kind of help propel it as well. I used to prepare hard with golf. I do the same thing in work. Call 479-782-9300. Weekdays 8 to 5. FFB1.com. First Financial Mortgage, in the business of you, equal housing lender.
Spring has arrived, bringing warmer days, road trips, and unpredictable spring showers. That's why it's the perfect time to visit Southern Tire Mart. From top quality tires to expert service at competitive prices, we'll make sure your vehicle is ready for all your spring adventures. Visit our Fort Smith location at 9700 Highway 271 and let us prepare your ride for whatever the season brings. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling.
Wave Rural Connect is excited to introduce our new 300 megabit internet service. Perfect for streaming, remote work, and homework for just $64.95 a month. Get no worries, cyber safe managed Wi-Fi for a total of $71.95. Order today at signup.waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-492-8372. We're adding new services and expanding our areas for you. Arkansas Valley Electric and Wave Rural Connect, changing the communities we serve.
Save up to $5,000 on select Buick Envisions at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The Buick Envision showcases inspired design with exclusive features in this 5-passenger SUV. Or drive the brand new Buick Envista, a stylish crossover, for as low as $399 per month. These are limited time offers. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith or online at harryrobinson.com.
Davis off a cut to the lane with a left-hand foot off the glass. Tough bucket. Hogs by 4. 27 seconds to go.
Welcome back to Hog Reaction. We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA Tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team.
Richmond going to lob it for Adu, and he slams it home.
Call or text the program at 877-377-6963. Hog Reaction is also presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville. This is Hog Reaction.
All right, back here on Hog Reaction live from Amica Mutual Pavilion. Matt Jones, Ty Richardson, Christian Johnson, 79-72, the final in this one. And we talked about it a little bit. Jonas Adu outplayed Hunter Dickinson tonight as well. Guys, you think about just some of the first-time players that had played in the NCAA tournament for Arkansas, that being you can include Trevin on this, too, because this is his first game as a Ridgeback. He has 11 points, 12 rebounds, though. Matt, I love his three-point shooting. He didn't shoot that great tonight. He was 1 for 5. But, I mean, you think about some deflections. Like, he went up and got a steal one of these times. I mean, this guy is skying for rebounds and going to the glass harder than I've ever seen him as an Arkansas Razorback.
No, he's playing with extreme confidence. He's been a joy to watch. He's been on the defensive side, making it hard for people. He's part of the reason that Hunter Dickinson didn't have a good game. You know, I know Jonas Adu is a main reason as well, but Brazil's game too, when they went zone, they couldn't block him out. He just a joy to watch play.
Do we lose Matt? Matt, you still there?
Yo, you there?
Okay,
Sorry about that.
I thought we lost you for a sec. Go ahead, finish your thought.
No, what I was going to say, he's a joy to watch play. And then the thing that really surprised me, Ty, you were there in person. How fast did Boogie look? Because there were times where Boogie looked like the fastest player on the floor, and he hasn't been playing for the last 2 months.
Mm-hmm. He is. I will give him this. Boogie Flan did not look like a kid that was scared about getting hurt. Didn't look like a kid that thought his draft stock was in peril or jeopardy.
Fall, huh?
Yeah, I mean, and you guys watched on television. I watched the replay a handful of times. Foul or no foul, Matt? Your thoughts?
Man, so I'll say this. I'll say he got ball with the block 100% on the replay. Their bodies do collide. So technically, and I was texting another buddy about this. I said, I usually don't complain about the refs. I usually I don't ever, and how we've done this show for a couple of years now, I don't complain about the refs a whole lot. He got him with the body, but he got all ball up top first, and it looked like the refs were favoring Kansas early. I was like, I don't understand why it looks like that, but there would be contact. They wouldn't call a foul, and then all of a sudden we would touch them. And then we had like 3 guys with 2 fouls, but hey, that's all you got. All you can do is play through it.
Well, it was interesting, Matt. That's a great point because I wondered in the second half with several Razorbacks that had 2 fouls at the end of the first. It's like, okay, we're going to see this pile up on Arkansas, and what ended up happening is it was the Jayhawks that kind of got in foul trouble, not necessarily for individual players outside Hunter Dickinson who ended with 4, but Arkansas was able to knock down their free throws when they got to those 1-and-1 situations. And I was thinking, well, Kansas is going to do what they need to do to get Arkansas in that. But instead, the Razorbacks were able to hit some clutch free throws, 17 of 20 for an NCAA tournament game. Not that Kansas was bad. They were 14 of 16. But, Matt, knocking down, only missing 3 free throws, going to 85%. You're going to win a lot of games doing that when you have a stat like that.
You're exactly right. 54% shooting in the first half with 3 turnovers. And so my 2 keys to the game were points in the paint and rebounds. That was it. I said, if we win these 2 categories, we'll win. That doesn't mean you can't go out there and have 20 turnovers, and we didn't. But I'm saying you got to play clean in other aspects as well. But if you can win points in the paint and don't get beat on rebounds, you can win this game. We won points in the paint, and I know we got beat by a couple rebounds, but I call that a push, man. Because you couldn't get beat by 11. You couldn't get beat by double-digit rebounds. Our effort, our strength, our physicality, you got to tip your hat to Coach Cal. He has his team playing the best basketball of the year.
Yeah, and there was a happy Coach Cal. I got him going in the locker room. If you want to go to our social medias, you can see that video because he was very jovial, very jubilant, very happy after that win. All right, let's look at some text here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. So, Kevin in Lake Hamilton is currently watching this St. John's and Omaha game where St. John's is up, I think, 30-22 right now on Nebraska-Omaha. He says watching St. John's and seeing them play while wading in 6 inches of waters, he feels like they're slow compared to the SEC. Matt, how much do you think Arkansas's athleticism and really going up against some of the better teams athletically in the country played into maybe an advantage tonight against Kansas? And could that potentially be an advantage come Saturday if the Red Storm move on?
I do think the Red Storm are going to move on, and I do think that's a good observation from the texter right there. The thing about St. John's is their top rotation is all juniors and seniors, so they're all veteran, they're all older guys. And yes, that's the thing about a Coach Cal team. You know what? We're going to have the better athletes. There's not 10 teams in this tournament that have better athletes than us. It's just, can he teach them basketball principles? Can he teach them the game of basketball quick enough in this 6 months that he has them to get them going? We will be more taller. We will be more athletic than St. John's. I don't know if we'll be more physical, though. That's one thing we were better at than Kansas. We were bigger. We were more physical. St. John's will match our physicality 100%. But when it comes to being athletic, we'll be more athletic than St. John's.
It's one of those things. So from a physicality standpoint, obviously I get a chance to work with all 6'6", 6'7" of you, which is, you walk in and you're taller than everyone. But, I walked into the locker room tonight and just like standing next to Adu Thero, standing next to Big Z or Jonas Adu, it is such a stark contrast when you see these guys in person. And like you see them on television or you listen to them on the radio, it's like, okay, they're tall. And then you actually are standing next to him, it's a different story. Arky texting in from Northwest Arkansas tonight, saying proud of the Hogs. They played a complete game. Imagine how far we could go if Adu Thero is healthy. Well, on that note, Matt, I know Coach Calipari has been open. Like when he asked about a dude playing today, it was no, it's not going to happen. Or I'm paraphrasing what he actually said, but he's talked about it's like if we advance. So, Arky, I don't think it's completely out of the realm of possibility. And Matt, Christian, I don't know what you guys think, but let's say they get by the Red Storm and they win this game ultimately on Saturday, or if Omaha ends up coming back, that we could see Adu Thero in San Francisco if they make it to that point.
Man, wouldn't that be something? I don't know if he's going to come back or not. The question I would have for you, Ty, as a player that's actually playing right now, Big Z, when Kansas went zone, I wrote in my notes after about 3 minutes, why isn't Big Z in the game? He's somebody who can stretch that zone. He's somebody who can shoot the three. He didn't get a chance right there. Do you think how healthy do you actually think Big Z is right now?
Well, so I had wondered about that, and he was. If you watch the post game video, he's hyping. He's hyped up. He's excited. He's dumping water on Cal. And then I saw him in the locker room after the game. No one was going over to him. And Matt, you've been in that situation.
There's something off, right? Not that the players don't dig him, and he's not like that, but he's not really like he's got to be hurt a little bit.
Well, that's what I was wondering, because Matt, he only played 4 minutes tonight, and I had it's funny you mentioned the zone. It's like I had the same thought process. It's like, all right, so Adu Thero, and I think either Christian or Charlie brought it up earlier, he played the middle of that zone typically when Arkansas would get zoned. You don't have him, so they kind of mixed and matched some guys in there. But, Big Z, he pulls you out so much, so it creates more open driving lanes and whatnot, and they just they didn't like to. So kind of like you, I thought there might be something there. Didn't get if Cal said it after the game, did not hear it, but yeah, hopefully we'll get to the Big C. If we, and I know you've been working diligently, I think we've got some post-game thoughts. Here is John Calipari, just some thoughts of him after the game.
Good win. Gutted it out. They went zone. We ended up shooting too many jumpers, had to do some different things. They went a little triangle and two also. Screwed us up a little bit, but the kids fought. Nelly makes a shot, makes a couple free throws. Jonas makes free throws. Took us 3 times to get it in. I don't care. We won. If it took us 4, you know what we didn't do? We didn't turn it over. And so it took our 3rd out-of-bounds play to get it in. That's fine. There's stuff we're still learning. We learned some stuff today, didn't we, boys?
Yeah. So, again, this is a place where, whether it's Trevin Brazil in his first NCAA tournament game, now he's played a lot more college basketball than, say, Carter Knox or Billy Richmond. But, guys, it was really cool, getting a chance to talk to Carter's like, yo, Carter, how was that and one? And you can tell how excited he was. Or just Billy always has a smile on his face, and just talking about what they're planning on doing after this game. Like, to see the youthful exuberance from just those two, and then how it affects the rest of the locker room. Matt, you played, obviously, in 2004 when you were playing football. You were the senior. You're the guy that had been around a while. It's fun to have guys in there that are freshmen that are just as excited to be there as they were when they put on the pads for the first time when they were 4 years old.
You're exactly right. You can see the whites in Billy Richmond's eyes. You can, and it's a beautiful thing. You love to see enthusiasm. You love to see competitiveness. I love how Coach Cal's like, we learned something tonight, didn't we, boys? And the kids, just like that, just like your dad would say when you're like 15 years old, you'd be like, yeah, whatever, Dad. Like that relationship is so cool. You can tell how the players love Coach Cal. You can see it. You're kind of, these are moments like this. You're glad Coach Cal's our coach.
You're exactly right. All right, and we're glad that Matt Jones is along with us, Big C's along with us, and then again, I'm here at Amica Mutual Pavilion tonight. Our coverage brought to you by the Stadium Shop on Razorback. Robert, Elizabeth, Matthew, they have everything you need here at the Stadium Shop on Razorback. The largest selection of inventory Razorback-wise south of the North Pole. It does not get any more Razorback than the Stadium Shop. Check out their website, shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com. And also by the Crane Automotive team, who is partnering with us for our Providence trip. If you're in the market for any new or pre-owned vehicle, go to craneteam.com. Over 5,000 new and pre-owned vehicles and trucks. They want to get you on the road today. Once again, check them out at craneteam.com. Vehicle for every budget and lenders on site that are ready to say yes. More Hog Reaction live from Amica Mutual Pavilion when we return.
You're listening to Hog Reaction. We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA Tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team. Hog Reaction is also presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Looking for a new home in the heart of Northwest Arkansas? Head to the Cottage at the Park. These beautiful homes by Buffington have direct access to a 120-acre park and offer maintenance-free yards. That means free time can be spent watching the hogs, traveling, playing in the park, or just enjoying a weekend without yard work. For relaxed living at its finest, Cottage at the Park is the best move you'll make. Visit BuffingtonHomesAR.com/hogradio for details.
Spring camping season is here. Don't miss the NWA RV Show and Outdoor Party, April 12th and 13th at 5102 West Pauline Whitaker Parkway in Rogers, just behind Newt's. Sponsored by two of the state's largest RV dealers, Wheels RV and Moix RV. With brands you love like Grand Design, Jayco, Brinkley, Flagstaff, Coachman, Catalina, Vibe, and Winnebago, and on-site financing available. There will be a variety of vendors and bounce house for the kids and so much more. So make plans now to attend the NWA RV Show and Outdoor Party, April 12th and 13th, 5102 West Pauline Whitaker Parkway, Rogers.
Up to $10,000 off on select GMC Sierras at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The GMC Sierra will conquer the road with confidence. Up to $10,000 off. Or lease the all-new 2025 GMC Hummer EV. With hands-free driving assistance, go 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds for as low as $800 a month. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
Why do people love Shamrock Liquor Warehouse? Simple. They've got it all. 70 years in business, 15,000 square feet of choices. They buy in volume so you can save. What else? How about the largest selection of everything? Shamrock's got it. Special orders? Shamrock's got it. Convenient drive-through, open 6 days a week? Shamrock's got it. Need a keg for your party? Shamrock's got it. Load up at Shamrock Liquor Warehouse at the corner of Midland and Riverfront Drive in Fort Smith.
Happy New Year from Sharp Equipment. Come on over to the new Sharp Equipment today and explore what all Sharp has to offer. From our latest offers and deals as a Wacker Newson dealer to customized hydraulic and industrial hoses, equipment repairs, and as a Cinnabogan authorized service provider, we're able to offer even more. Stop in to check out the new location at 5608 Wheeler Avenue in Fort Smith, or give us a call at 479-649-0500 to see how at Sharp Equipment we help you move more than just the world. We help you move forward. Sharp Equipment, your Wacker Newson dealer.
Walk-Ons is always a win, whether it's for a post-game celebration, drinks with the crew, or an easy weeknight dinner. Walk-Ons has you covered. Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers and cocktails. Dig into their mouth-watering menu items like po' boys, gumbo, and voodoo shrimp, plus fan favorites like juicy burgers and fresh salads. Find your nearest location in Rogers, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Conway, and Little Rock, or order online or in the app. Walk-On Sports Bistro for the win.
For 33 years, Manfield's Automotive Parts City Auto Parts has been trusted as your one-stop for all your vehicle needs. Get a great deal on a Superstar battery and any of the products you need for the do-it-yourself upkeep on your car or truck. When you need work done, Mansfield Automotive Parts City Auto Parts does everything from oil changes, brakes, alignments, diagnostic work, air conditioning, and more. Mansfield Automotive Parts City Auto Parts in downtown Mansfield is open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and 8 to 1 on Saturdays.
Fords Grid Incorporated, a company known for paying top wages and benefits, has immediate openings for equipment operators, pipe layers, concrete finishers, and laborers. For nearly 90 years, Fords Grid has built the foundations of the River Valley, and now you can become a part of that legacy. Apply now from any device at GoFordsGrid.com. That's GoFordsGrid.com. Do you finally want to get paid well for your work? Do you want to work for a company that treats you like family? Apply now at GoFordsGrid.com. Fords Grid Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did. Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
See Agent Randy Milam in Alma or Agent Brandon Zimmerman in Barling.
It's Hot Wing Madness at TGI Fridays in Fort Smith. Hey, this is Phil Elson. Join me and Matt Jones for Halftime Live at TGI Fridays in Fort Smith for the first 2 days on Thursday and Friday of the Big Dance. Chow down on 50-cent wings, $3 pints, and $15 buckets of beer. Hot Wing Madness is back. 50-cent wings Thursday and Friday at TGI Fridays, I-540 and Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith.
Davis off a cut to the lane with a left-hand foot off the glass. Tough bucket. Hogs by 4. 27 seconds to go.
Welcome back to Hog Reaction. We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA Tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team.
Richmond going to lob it for Adu, and he slams it home.
Call or text the program at 877-377-6963. Hog Reaction is also presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville. This is Hog Reaction.
And I told him after. So there's stuff going forward that are good for us. This was a good win. That was an NCAA tournament game. Two teams battling it out, making shots, making plays. We kind of got away from them in the very end. TB was really good. How active is he? Jonas was really good. Nelly made big shots. DJ played well. Boogie for not playing for what? How many months? He practiced without, there was no contact now. We can't have contact because if someone gets hurt, I'm down to 5. So he practiced, but there was no contact, and he went in and did what he did today. I had to get on him a couple times in zone. He didn't want to shoot it, so he put himself 42 feet out. Well, then you can't shoot it, but that'll be fine. We'll be able to show him on tape.
That was John Calipari after the game, live here at the Amica Mutual Pavilion, following Arkansas' 79-72 victory over the Kansas Jayhawks. Guys, plenty of guys he mentioned there. Matt, is the player of the game? Is it quite simply Jonas Adu? Is it just easy pickings here?
Well, yeah. If you got to say one person, yes, Ty, I'll do that. I can get 100% behind giving him the game ball, no question. I do think when you get into a game like this, it's a group effort. And if you want to say like Coach Del Rio, he would give a game ball, then he'd give some attaboys. Like, hey man, you attaboy, we'll keep it going. I'd give Wagner an attaboy, and I'd give Trevin Brazil an attaboy.
Did you get a lot of attaboys, Matt, back in the day?
I got one game ball, Ty. I had a 100-something yard receiving game against the Baltimore Ravens. Had a touchdown. We won the game. I got one game ball, but I got a couple attaboys. And you got to give Trevin Brazil an attaboy and Wagner 100%.
Matt, was that Brian Billick's Ravens or was that John Harbaugh's Ravens? And which one of them was like cover 18? Which one was
Ray Lewis? So Ray Lewis wasn't playing that game, and so I promise you, it was okay with that. Deion Sanders, it was one of his last games. I was in the slot. He was covering me. So I can always say I had a 100-yard receiving game against Deion Sanders. The only thing was he was 37 years old at the time.
That's awesome. I don't know if I heard that story. Christian, if you were in Matt's situation, you might not run a slant if you see Ray Lewis sitting in the middle. Would you?
Dude. I can't think of anything worse. Yeah.
Have you guys seen that highlight of Chad Ochocinco that comes in to block? This is when he's on the Bengals, and he comes in to block Ray Lewis. Like Ray doesn't even see him, and Ray Lewis almost breaks his clavicle, and Ochocinco just walks over the sideline. It's just like limping, and I was like, man, that just sounds awful to come across the middle and get hit by
Y'all remember
Ray Lewis.
Vontaze Burfict for the Bengals?
Dirty player.
Oh yeah, very dirty. But I would not want him to meet him going across the field.
Matt, real quick, I know we're on a rabbit trail. We'll come back to this basketball game here as Arkansas wins tonight. Who was the hardest hitter in the NFL? Was like Brian Dawkins? Was Ray Lewis? Like, who did you not want to get hit by?
Oh, Zach Thomas, a linebacker for the Dolphins. He caught me one time. You're talking about slant routes, Ty. He caught me one time, and I didn't want to get up, but it's football, and so you got to get up. You're like, all right, well, we got to get. But I had to catch my breath for a second. Ed Reed with that Baltimore defense. Troy Polamalu. We played Pittsburgh 3 or 4 times when I was there, a couple times in the playoffs. Troy was – the thing about Polamalu is he was all over the field. Like if you look to the right because your read takes you that way and you look back left, all of a sudden he's covered 20 yards. Like he would just – he was he understood. He kind of reminds me of Boogie Flan, the way Boogie understands the game. Boogie just kind of moves. He's so fast. That's why I asked you how fast Boogie looks in person, because on camera, and in the fact he shouldn't look this fast. He hasn't played in 2 months, and he looked like at times he looked like the fastest player on the floor.
Guys, you can tell. Oh, go ahead, Big C.
I can tie this into something I saw in the game tonight. You know that play where Billy went up for the alley-oop at half, right before the half?
Yeah, where KJ Adams
well,
kind of hit him.
How did he not get free throws on that? I mean, isn't that not counting as a shot, kind of? Like, he's going up for the rebound. I don't know. He's going up for the slam there, and he gets pushed. But anyway.
That's a good point. I think, Matt, back to you're kind of joking about not wanting to get up when getting nailed by Zach Thomas. I mean, I respect, not only did Boogie get up after getting blocked or fouled, whatever way you want to look at it. There was a play later on in the game. I don't know if y'all saw I think it was in the second half where he split. I'm pretty sure it was KJ Adams and Hunter Dickinson to get a rebound, and it ended up being Arkansas's ball. And I thought he was just about to get drilled. He played fearless tonight. Not only did he have the conditioning that you were talking about, Matt, I was very, I don't know, I want to go say as far as surprised, but he didn't look apprehensive. He didn't look scared. And Cal talked about it after the game. He wants the shot to get a little better. And I know that there's always things that coming back from an injury or basically out 2 months that you want to correct and want to fix. But guys, when it came to just like him getting back into just the physicality of college basketball and the finesse that you're talking about, I thought he aced it with flying colors. Now just got to start getting his shot knocked down.
Yeah, his confidence, his ability, no question, it's stellar. He belongs. I've had coaches say that before. It's like, hey, you look like you belong. Boogie's been gone for that long. Boogie's the youngest kid on the floor as well. Let's don't forget to mention that he's the youngest player out there, and he looks like he belongs. And to C-Unit, to your point about Billy Richmond, Billy Richmond could be a football player, because when he went down, the way he fell, I thought, Coach Cal, we're going to be down to 4 players before this game's over. And dude just bounces right back up.
The whole team just looked fresher tonight. Like, it may have been the week off, but, I don't know if having Boogie helped a little bit with that, but they just seemed nobody was in foul trouble either. So it was just refreshing to see.
Yeah, when at the end of the first half, when you had a couple guys pick up their second foul, it looked like, this might not turn out good for Arkansas if Kansas keeps attacking. But the Razorbacks were able to defend without fouling in the second half and really play like that. We're getting text here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, text from Dan in Mount Ida that Brazil played like a junkyard down. And I think one of the things that I've really liked about Trevin is not only has he found his three-point, I know he's 1 for 5 tonight. And I mentioned this earlier, he's just like going up and skying for rebounds. Like he's playing that like lunch pail, garbage man collector, and there's a role for that on this team. I mean, they've got guys that can score. I think Boogie's going to add back to that, and not that they don't have dry stretches from here and there, but Trev has really stepped up in his rebounding. That you could debate he's rebounded better any time he's been an Arkansas Razorback. Guys, Christian, I know we brought this earlier. Missouri lost to Drake earlier tonight as Kristen Springdale texting in on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, happy that Missouri lost. What other I have not been able to pay attention as much because I've been in this building here at the Amica Mutual Pavilion, but what games have you guys been paying attention today, later this afternoon, and maybe even tonight a little bit?
Matt, you go ahead first.
I've been watching Michigan a little bit because I got Michigan going far. It's kind of based on my bracket. I like to watch what's going on. I heard somebody said they had UCLA in the Final Four this year, so I've been kind of watching this UCLA-Utah State game, kind of just flipping around, and they get up 20, and it kind of gets to another point. I want to watch Texas Tech a little bit, but people keep saying, hey, let's expand the tournament, and so I get that. You can expand the tournament for more teams, but dude, they're up 20 points. Who wants to see? We had a great game. This was the best game of the tournament so far, this Arkansas-Kansas game, no question about it. But you don't want to keep seeing teams get beat by 20. Tennessee, I guess y'all had mentioned Tennessee and A&M won. I'm kind of interested in seeing how the SEC does as well.
So I watched McNeese Clemson, and Clemson made a furious comeback and almost pulled it off.
Yeah,
and I thought the Georgia Gonzaga game would be a good game, but Georgia just got absolutely boat raced. So the SEC, I mean, Tennessee and A&M won today, but Tennessee kind of looked lethargic at points in that game, and obviously Auburn got a win today, and they kind of looked lethargic, but they ended up winning by 20, so they kind of just coasted today. And then obviously Missouri lost. It just wasn't an overall great day for the SEC. Arkansas may be the best win of the day.
No, that's a good point, Christian. And Matt, your point about the Arkansas-Kansas game, with maybe the exception of Clemson almost coming back to make me state, there have been a lot of great games today, unfortunately. This is typically the first 2 days of the NCAA tournament are typically the most exciting. I would say that they've kind of underwhelmed thus far through the first, I guess it's not been 24 hours to 12 hours or so. We'll see if tomorrow's action is any better. All right, let's see. We were asking a question about Big Z, and it's only 4 minutes played tonight. Text out of the 479 here saying the Big Z just can't handle a big, strong center like Dickinson. Curious to see what kind of role he has, not just Saturday, but that they were able to move on. What could be that? Jacob and Fort Smith kind of asking that same question, why he didn't play. All right, we've got more to react to here. Again, we are live at the Amica Mutual Pavilion. Our coverage this weekend is presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback. I know Robert, Elizabeth, Matthew would love to see you. They've got all this stuff. I've got one of their belts in the hotel with me. It's a Razorback belt. Got a lot of stuff. I've got sweatshirts. I've got sweaters. I've got a lot of stuff from the Stadium Shop on Razorback. They do a great job. They're locally owned and operated, and Robert, Elizabeth, and Matthew all love the Razorbacks. Check out their website at shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com. It is the largest selection of Razorback merchandise south of the North Pole, and by Crane Automotive Team. They've got every vehicle for every budget and lenders on site that want to get you on the road today. Go online at craneteam.com to check out their inventory of over 5,000 vehicles. We return after this.
You're listening to Hog Reaction. We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA Tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team. Hog Reaction is also presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Your home is your biggest asset. So when you decide to add a sunroom, a patio cover, a new driveway, or new windows, you need to call a company you can trust. Sawyers has been part of your community for over 30 years. They're insured, licensed, and have 100% financing for all of their products. Take all the worry out of your next project. Call Sawyers and let them handle it from permitting to completion. Sawyers, serving the River Valley and Northwest Arkansas with a full showroom located in Fort Smith, or online at sawyers-sunrooms.com.
Spring camping season is here. Don't miss the NWA RV Show and Outdoor Party, April 12th and 13th at 5102 West Pauline Whitaker Parkway in Rogers, just behind Newt's. Sponsored by two of the state's largest RV dealers, Wheels RV and Moix RV. With brands you love like Grand Design, Jayco, Brinkley, Flagstaff, Coachman, Catalina, Vibe, and Winnebago, and on-site financing available. There will be a variety of vendors and bounce house for the kids and so much more. So make plans now to attend the NWA RV Show and Outdoor Party, April 12th and 13th, 5102 West Pauline Whitaker Parkway, Rogers.
Let the fun begin at 810 Billiards and Bowling. We've got daily specials to keep the good times rolling. Martini Mondays along with bingo, $2 Tuesdays, high noon Wednesdays, and thirsty Thursdays. Plus, Friday is ladies' night. You love trivia? Join us on Wednesday for trivia night. Great food, great drinks, and endless fun all day, every day. All at 810 Billiards and Bowling, 5609 Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith. We'll see you there.
Why do people love Shamrock Liquor Warehouse? Simple. They've got it all. 70 years in business, 15,000 square feet of choices. They buy in volume so you can save. What else? How about the largest selection of, everything? Shamrock's got it. Special orders? Shamrock's got it. Convenient drive-through, open 6 days a week? Shamrock's got it. Need a keg for your party? Shamrock's got it. Load up at Shamrock Liquor Warehouse at the corner of Midland and Riverfront Drive in Fort Smith.
Hey, Ty Richardson, we're at Wheeler Power Sports in downtown Fort Smith. Ethan, you guys have a massive event coming up May 2nd and May the 3rd.
We will have the Kawasaki Good Times demo truck here for Kawasaki demo rides, games, and prizes. Rollin' Smoke Barbecue food truck will also be here, and on that Friday, Ruskin and Zach will report live from the event. That is the Steel Horse Rally weekend. See our Facebook page for all the details and updates.
That's Wheeler Power Sports, 901 North 11th Street in downtown Fort Smith, keeping the good times rolling since 1967.
It's that crazy time of year again, and I'm not talking about Cinderella teams and busted brackets. I'm talking about your ex making your spring break plans with your kids a mess again. Do you feel double teamed by your ex in your court order? Call me, Jackie Mock, from Off the Bench, and let's see if we can modify that order so your time with your kids can be a slam dunk. 479-769-1505. Mock Legal Solutions. Real advice, reasonable price.
You got 3 lemons.
What my baby wants, my baby gets. You know that.
Oh, I wanted 12. Baby wanted 12.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird Real Estate Group has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a cash offer in 72 hours or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at limbirdteam.com. LIMBIRD.
Up to $10,000 off on select GMC Sierras at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. The GMC Sierra will conquer the road with confidence. Up to $10,000 off. Or lease the all-new 2025 GMC Hummer EV. With hands-free driving assistance, go 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds for as low as $800 a month. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
Sometimes I'm in a hurry. Stay in the slow lane, buddy. That's when I use the Sodies app to order my favorites and pick up in their drive-thru. They even offer a 10% discount on your first app order. Experience different at Sodies Wine and Spirits off I-540 on Phoenix Avenue.
Every day is worth celebrating at Uncorked. Cocktails, wine, craft beer, bourbons, and unbelievably great food. Uncorked on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodies.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Davis off a cut to the lane with a left-hand foot off the glass. Tough bucket. Hogs by 4. 27 seconds to go.
Welcome back to Hog Reaction. We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA Tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team.
Richmond going to lob it for Adu, and he slams it home.
Call or text the program at 877-377-6963. Hog Reaction is also presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville. This is Hog Reaction.
All right, we got a text from Chris in Colorado that has hopped on the Razorback train. He's originally from Colorado, and he lives in Branson now, and he has officially adopted the Arkansas Razorbacks as his team. Guys, I think a lot of not just people outside of the state or people that maybe have moved to Northwest Arkansas or any other part of the state, but I think there's Razorback fans that are now just jumping on this team based on what they've accomplished here in the last 7 or 8 games or so.
Man,
you know, Frank Broyles. Oh, go ahead, Christian.
I was just going to say they've embraced the underdog role yet again this year. I mean, like Cal said, they had the coffin shut, but they didn't put the nails in. And this is another example because, you know, it would be easy to say, you know, heck, who was it that said it? Lenardi, this boogie thing isn't going to work. Well, you know, mission completed in the first game, and I think they're playing with confidence right now. And, you know, it's a funny thing in March when you've got momentum and you've got everybody believing. It kind of reminds me of that year with Anthony Black. It's just, you know, kind of time after time they just keep answering the bell, and they're playing well at the right time. And, you know, that team just ran into a really good UConn team And I don't know that, there's a team like that out there. So maybe Florida, but I think Arkansas can beat anybody that you put against them if they play the way they're supposed to.
Matt, you were going on about Frank Broyles.
Yeah.
Well, you bring up about as far as how people are embracing this Razorback basketball team, and it's because Frank Broyles used to say they remember in November. And you look at this basketball team and the way we're playing the last 6 weeks, 6 games of the season. I mean, we've been playing we had one clunker, and Coach even admitted it. We all admitted it. It was an early game in Columbia and a game when you were favored. You clunkered it out. But other than that, I mean, this team's been in every single game, and they've been playing pretty much their best basketball the last six games. What's not to like about this team?
Yeah, I don't know if we on the fly could come up with a phrase for March and everything else, but no, you're right. And that's again, I've stated it several times, and I hope I'm proving one of the things I had questions about with Cal coming over is like last 4 years, one NCAA tournament win. Well, he's equaled that, guys, in 1 year at Arkansas, and hopefully he'll double it starting after Saturday, and maybe beyond that we could see what it ends up becoming. But just a big win, and you knew it was going to be an epic game between Cal and Self, and it turned out to be exactly that, one of the better games of the day, no question about it. We did get a chance again to hear John Calipari a little bit after the game. I know one of the things that you also heard was from Bill Self, and he talked about, Matt, you've talked about the athleticism a few times tonight. Apparently it bothered the Jayhawks.
Their length bothered us all night long. We had open passes and couldn't pass over them, and they got steals or deflections off of plays that could potentially be layups for us. We did fight hard, and disappointing, but certainly I thought we gave a great effort.
And whether it's Coach Pitino or Coach Crutchfield, they're going to have to deal with that same length and athleticism. It's not like it resulted in a ton of turnovers. I think Kansas finished the game with 11 turnover. Or excuse me, I apologize. They ended up actually having 16. I was looking at Arkansas's total. So, guys, we saw it have an impact. And the steal that you brought up earlier, Matt, I think at the first segment of the show, John L. steals. So he either gets fouled or falls down on that travel. You can argue it either way. But for him to come back and have the resolve to make that play, get that steal, and then knock down those free throws, I mean, you just cannot underestimate how big of a moment that was for Arkansas.
I think that comes to his maturity and the fact that he's been in this moment before, and the fact that the moment's not too big for him, the fact that he embraces it. He wanted that ball. He wanted the ball on the offensive end. He fell down. I thought it was a good no call. Yeah, you're right. They could have. The officials, you know me, Ty. I don't really like to get on the officials too much. I like to let them play. Thought it was a good no call. And what did a player do? What do people do when it happens like that? It's like, you know what? I can come back and I can make a play the next time down the court. Boom. Comes up with a big time steal. He's our best free throw shooter. Gets fouled. Hits free throws. Just the big mo. It was going. Our players made plays when we had to.
Yep, they did exactly that. And John L. is not a guy we've spent a lot of time on tonight outside that one sequence. But, guys, he ended up 18 points, 5 of 10, 4 of 9 from the three-point line, knocked down all of his free throws, added 3 rebounds and assists to that. Christian was one of his better games of the season, no question.
Man, that three-pointer he hit to go up 4 late, which they kind of joked about that. We've got audio for that, but that was so big. But he made nice shots throughout the game in big-time moments, and he took the right shot. And, one thing you can always count on with Nelly, he's going to impact the game with his defense. And he did that tonight in the waning moments of this game when they had to have momentum, when the offense was kind of stagnant. He was there to give them that jolt.
Yeah, and you referenced the shot they joked about. Take a listen.
What did you see and what did you feel after it hit?
What did you hear?
I heard the background just say, shoot it, and I just shot it with confidence.
I yelled, shoot this ball.
Shoot it. Shoot it. You know how Matt, I know you've had teammates. Christian, you've had teammates. I've had teammates where the coach is like, pass it. John L., you don't say pass it when he gets the rock, especially when he's open on the wing for a three-pointer.
Yeah, his confidence is it should flow over, and you hope to see when he has confidence that it breeds over to the other players, because you talk about somebody who plays with the utmost confidence, it's Jonell Davis.
He does exactly that. One more break here on Hog Reaction. If you want to jump in with us, do so here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline, 877-377-6963. We can also react to some of the other NCAA tournament games that have happened today as well. We've gotten questions about the Arkansas game time for Saturday. I have not seen an update. We have not gotten an update about that to my knowledge, and I have not seen anything on social media. As soon as we get that, and I don't know if it's later on tonight or tomorrow morning, we will update you here on ESPN Arkansas and hitthatline.com. One more segment as we're live from Amica Mutual Pavilion here in Providence, Rhode Island. It's Hog Reaction. Matt Jones, Ty Richardson. Last segment coming up.
You're listening to Hog Reaction. We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA Tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team. Hog Reaction is also presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Come see Cody and the gang at Advanced Mechanical Performance. You can find him at 3201 Wheeler Avenue in Fort Smith. Need repair or service for your ATV or UTV? Advanced Mechanical Performance can do it all, as well as taking care of all of your power sports parts accessory needs. Give them a call today at 434-4161. That's 434-4161. Or stop by 3201 Wheeler Avenue. Advanced Mechanical Performance. It's what you should be striving for.
Harry Robinson Salisal Ford wants to buy or trade for your vehicle today, and they will give you top dollar. Pre-owned car values are at historic all-time highs, and your car today is worth more than it ever will be again. If you are driving a 2013 model or newer with 120,000 miles or less, bring it to Harry Robinson Salisal Ford, and they'll give you more than any other dealer. Even if you don't want to buy a new car, they'll still buy yours. Harry Robinson Salisal Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Salisal.
Do you have a roof problem? Looking for a solution? Hall's Roofing and Construction has your solution to your problem. Hall's Roofing and Construction offers free estimates, and they've been helping folks like you in the River Valley with unwanted roofing issues. Hall's Roofing and Construction, big or small, are here to solve all your roofing needs. Locally owned since 2015. Call 479-414-5753 or go to hallsroofingandconstruction.com. Solving roof problems one roof at a time.
Here's to you and yours from the friendly folks at In Good Spirits, your upscale liquor store in Fort Smith. At In Good Spirits, they've got what your taste buds are craving, including flavorful wines from around the world, scrumptious brandies and liqueurs, tempting whiskeys and beers, and fine cigars. Treat yourself to the best as you listen to the game. Check out In Good Spirits, 12100 Highway 71 South, across from Riley Farms in Fort Smith.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
See Agent Chris Dooley in Fort Smith.
Are you tired of the overcrowded fitness centers? Would you like a fitness option where you can actually work out? Then let's hang out. The Hangout is Fort Smith's newest fitness facility. It has an 8,000 square foot gym, indoor tennis, pickleball, and basketball with more sports coming soon. The Hangout offers group and individual training in the gym and boasts 3 active tennis pros to help you grow your game. Stop in today at 5400 Gary Street or thehangoutfs.com for more information. Be a part of something different. Fitness, sports, and more. Let's hang out.
Superior Siding and Windows have been improving homes in Fort Smith and the River Valley for over 44 years. Whether your need is siding, vinyl windows, doors, or gutters, Superior Siding is the one to call if you want it done right the first time. Call 479-646-7888 for a free estimate. 100% financing is available, and Superior Siding has AAA rating with Better Business Bureau. Superior Siding, your first call, 479-646-7888.
Hey, Ty Richardson at my favorite place, Papa's Pub and Pizzeria, 508 Garrison Avenue. And Cricket, we always talk about specials.
We do have awesome lunch specials. Monday through Friday, we've got any small pizza for $7.99. You can also order a salad with it. Great in-and-out special for a quick lunch.
Papa's Pub and Pizzeria, the best darn pizza in Fort Smith, perhaps the world. Cricket, what do you think about Papa's Pub and Pizzeria?
I think it's the best darn pizza in Fort Smith and perhaps the world.
Davis off a cut to the lane with a left-hand foot off the glass. Tough bucket. Hogs by 4. 27 seconds to go.
Welcome back to Hog Reaction. We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA Tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team.
Richmond going to lob it for Adu, and he slams it home.
Call or text the program at 877-377-6963. Hog Reaction is also presented by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville. This is Hog Reaction.
I know Robert, Elizabeth, Matthew, man, we're happy tonight. Hopefully they weren't working. I know Robert and Elizabeth and Matt, I feel like they're working 24/7. But if you need some hog gear for not just this upcoming game Saturday against St. John's, don't know the time just yet, stop by and see it at the Stadium Shop on Razorback. And also, if you're in the market for a pre-owned or new vehicle, stop by craneteen.com. They've got a vehicle for every budget and lenders on site as well. Matt, there was something that you and I were discussing during the break a little bit. Just the excitement of, like, you know how sometimes you wait on something for a long time? And I think we've been waiting on this basketball team to fully develop. And maybe they're not even there yet. But when it comes to fruition and it comes to actuality, and it's as good as we thought it could be, winning that first game, and maybe it gets even better on Saturday, that's what we've been waiting for all year long, hasn't it?
Ty, you're right. It was almost like Christmas morning. It's not there yet, but it's something. You know, you're told something about what 7. You know, these kids are only here for about 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, and it acts like it's longer. But we're told, hey, you got the best portal class in the country. You know, Jonas Adu, Nellie Davis, they're going to take you to where you got to go. And then all of a sudden, they don't really shine at the beginning. And then all of a sudden, your freshman phenom Boogie gets hurt. Then 3 gets hurt. And it's like, well, what's going on? We start off 0-5 in the conference. We're doing these post-game shows. And it's like, yeah, man, I don't know. You know, we kind of you don't know what to say because you do see the athletic ability. And then now it's like coach has a plan, trust the process, get going at the right time. And this Razorback team is peaking at the right time.
Yeah, it is one of those things. You're happy they fell into the right moment and they came up big in that big situation as well. We've got a text here. Let's see, it's from Dexter Chris, who's listening in Pittsburgh, New York tonight. He was at the game. The Kansas crowd started out extremely loud, he says, but Christian, eventually the Hog fans took over. St. John fans really wanted Cal in Arkansas. I did notice that too. As the St. John's fans trickled in the arena in the half, Big C, it sure seemed like they want their crack at Cal, and now they're probably going to get it. They're up, 17 on Omaha right now. Probably going to get their wishes come Saturday. And just because you wish for it doesn't always mean it's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, it makes for good show and plenty of storylines. You know, 2 former coaches at Kentucky. They're kind of neck and neck in wins. I think Pitino's a little bit ahead of him. It's just, yeah, it's a great matchup. You know, Bill Self and Cal was great. Heck, round 2 is going to be even better. And don't get me wrong, St. John's, I think, is a team that will give Arkansas problems. Arkansas is really going to have to bring it, and they really can't afford to go on long droughts against them. But, man, it's going to be exciting. And, hey, just enjoy it while we can. Winning a tournament game is not something that just happens. And it's nice to know that we've at least got a day tomorrow to watch other teams play and kind of just sit on this win a little bit. And then Saturday we'll be here and hopefully we can advance. But if not, hey, it's already been a great season to me because this Kansas win right here proved that this program's going in the right direction.
Well, that's going to, again, wrap up the show tonight. Appreciate everyone joining us here on Hog Reaction as we've been live at the Amica Mutual Pavilion. Hogs will be back here Saturday. Don't know what time just yet, but they will be taking likely the St. John's Red Storm unless Omaha goes on a furious comeback. Matt Jones, Big C, guys, it's been fun. It'll be me, Matt Jones, and Colton on Saturday whenever that game time is announced. Guys, appreciate you joining us tonight. This has been good. This is Matt, as you described, as the best Hog Reaction of the year.
Woo, Pig Stewie. Let's go get it. Thanks, Ty. Thanks, Unit. Good work, guys.
All right, great work, Christian. For Christian Johnson and Matt Jones, I'm Ty Richardson. We're signing off tonight here live from the Amica Mutual Pavilion.
You're listening to Hog Reaction. We're live in Providence with the Hogs at the NCAA Tournament. Our exclusive on-site coverage at Amica Mutual Pavilion is presented by the Crane Automotive Team. Hog Reaction